Today's NFP. I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be taking gold in this video. I'm going to be showing you the full entry model, I'm going to show you the full breakdown, and most importantly, I'm going to drop the signals by the end of this video. If you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Divine. What I do here is document how I trade and make videos that improve how you approach trading. If you want to be something like this, I want you to like this video, I want you to subscribe, and also I want you to tell me if you're going to buy gold or you're going to be selling gold during the NFP today. I'll be right back. I'm going to be using structure, liquidity, and point of interest to show you how I'll be getting this good signal. And for me to use structure, I simply need to go to the higher time frame and understand what price is doing on the higher time frame, then use that information to know what I'll be doing on the lower time frame. In this case, I'm going to be using daily time frame as my higher time frame, and on the daily time frame I'm looking for two things: to understand where price is going to, and to understand where the key levels are. And for me to understand where price is going to, I simply need to use support and resistance to interpret what trend is saying. And for me to do that, I'll simply use the trend line to identify that this point is simply the support level, and here is simply resistance level. Now, if I'm to interpret what price is doing on this support and resistance, I would see that at every point price gets to support, price would always buy to resistance, and at every point price gets to resistance, price will always sell to support. In this case, price has gotten to resistance, and most likely price is heading to support. And for me to know how I will join price support, I will simply identify the key levels and use key level to know how I'm going to join price to where price is going to. In this case, here is simply the support key level, and here is the resistance key level. Now my interest is simply on these key levels. Now I want to simply understand how price has behaved from these key levels to know if price is going to continue to the downside or price is going to continue to the upside. In this case, I'm going to go to the 4 hours time frame and understand market structure and identify supply or demand zone. And now if I'm to understand market structure, I would clearly see that price has been giving me higher highs and higher lows since price got to this support key level. As you can see, this is simply high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. This price has been giving us higher highs and higher low, and currently this is the last low that gave us this high. That means this point is simply the last low that would cause a change of character. And as you can see, price has created a change of character, and here is now the new low. Now for us to know if price is going to give us a break of structure or price is simply going to continue an uptrend, we want to simply understand how price moved from this particular high to this low that price created here by simply identifying a supply zone. In this case, here is just obviously a supply zone that if price comes to this level, we should expect price to sell from this level. One will refine this supply zone to become a POI and simply use liquidity to hold that POI. The next one to do now is simply go to the 1 hour time frame and refine this zone to become a point of interest, and as well identify liquidity and use liquidity to know where price is likely going to go to. If I'm to refine this supply zone, I'll clearly see that this place is simply the POI, and most likely if price gets to this point, we should be looking for a sell. Now price has gone to that point and look as if price is going to violate this POI. We want to simply understand what price is doing at that POI for us to know what we're going to do next. Now, I'm mainly looking at it, I could see that price is trying to induce liquidity by simply creating an equal high at this point here. And whenever price creates an equal high, it simply means a buy side liquidity that price is likely going to come for, right? In this case, price have induced liquidity at this point here. And if we are to sell, since price induces liquidity, there's no point of interest that price is likely going to sell from. And again, price also induce an equal highs here, simply what? Liquidity. Now for us to sell, we won't sell from this particular point anymore because there's liquidity here and there's liquidity here, that even if you sell, price might simply stop us out by taking out the liquidity, or we become the liquidity. In this case, for us to sell, we want to simply understand how price has behaved since price created this low and since price started going to the upside. Since price started going to the upside, price first of all gave us a change of character and also gave us a break of structure, and also induced liquidity because this place is also liquidity, this place is liquidity, and price is also inducing liquidity at this point here. That means there's also sell liquidity as much as they have buy side liquidity. Now for us to put ourselves in a position where we can get good trade, we are simply going to be doing these two things if price open for the London section. That if price open, we want to simply see price sell to the downside and come into this POI here, because price also created a POI here, and come into this POI here, then we can look for a buy opportunity for price to take out this liquidity, and as well take out this liquidity. That means a buy entry is going to be from here. Our stop loss is going to be here. Our take profit is simply to target this liquidity and as well this liquidity. And risk to reward is simply 1:6 risk to reward. Now, what is the guarantee that this particular POI is going to hold? None. But there are confluences that I've seen that most likely that this particular POI is going to hold. In this case, there's a break of structure, there's an inducement, and there's also liquidity that price needs to take out for this particular POI to hold. That's why I'm going to be risking the buy, and if I lose the money, let me lose the money. Now this buy opportunity is going to be valid if price continue to sell to the downside. But if price fail to continue to sell to the downside and price choose to buy to the upside, then I'll be looking for a sell opportunity. I want to simply see price take out this liquidity, take out this other liquidity, and then give me a change of character. Then I'll sell to the downside for price take out this low. Remember, I'm giving you two scenarios. The first scenario is simply a buy scenario where price continue to sell to the downside, sell to this zone, and from here I'll look for a buy opportunity if price did not sweep out this liquidity that price induced here. But if price simply do not sell and price buy to the upside, take that liquidity, then I'm going to look for a sell opportunity, and my sell opportunity is going to be like this. For a short from this particular level here, I don't know where price is going to create a high, so I cannot tell you what the stop loss is going to be until price does what price wants to do. But my target is going to be for price to simply take out this low, right? This is what I'm going to be looking for doing the NFP today. The time is currently 4:11 a.m. One never sleeps since today, Jesus. 4:11 a.m. Right? Today is Friday, the 7th of March, and the time is 4:11 a.m. Now, looking at this particular analysis, I'm big on the buy side, right? I'm big on the buy side. That I'm going to be more on the buy side because I'm expecting gold to buy to the upside. However, the news does not care about your analysis. I'm simply working based on technicals, and most likely I might hit the stop loss. That will be all for this video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.